Hello, everyone, and welcome to Machete Boys Barbecue. It's the holiday season. You're all cooking turkeys. Everybody's making turkey content. But I'm not going to share a recipe with you today. I just wanted to share a few simple things that you can do to take your turkey to the next level. No matter what cooker you're cooking on, no matter what brines you like to use, there's just a couple of things that you can do that are going to make your turkey a lot better this season. Let's get right into it. Step number one is avoid buying a turkey that is more than 12 to 13 pounds. I feel like if you buy a big turkey, it might make a great presentation on the table, but you're definitely going to be sacrificing juiciness and tenderness because just trying to get the whole bird done, the temperature range between the breast meat and the thigh meat is going to be so large, inevitably end up drying up a turkey breast, and that is not going to be enjoyable for everyone. So I always opt for 12 to 13 pound turkeys, no matter how many people I'm feeding. In fact, I'm doing a spatchcock turkey and a regular roasted turkey this year, both on the grill, of course, but both of them are 12 to 13 pounds, just because that's where I've seen that I've had the most success. Number two is that you're gonna want to use a brine, and there are tons of brines that are out there on the market from flavor ranges all over the board. I like to use a brine that you can buy at a barbecue store. This year I'm using the Cosmos brine. I've used the Elk Creek brine before. I've used Game Changer before. I've made my own brines before. There's tons of brine recipes out there. And in fact, I'd love if you guys would share some of your brine recipes with the rest of the community, just in the comments whenever you get a moment. I love to see what other people are doing, but I like to just keep it simple. So I just go and grab a bag of brine from the Smokestack Barbecue Supply Store. And usually a bag of brine will get me through about 2 turkeys, so it's pretty economical. And it's just a matter of mixing 1 cup of brine to 1 gallon of cold water. And then you're gonna put your bird into that brine. And if you're spatchcocking your bird, make sure you spatchcock it before you get it into the brine, not afterwards, unless you want a giant mess. I have made that mistake before, and it's never that much fun. And then you're just gonna brine your turkey for 1 hour per pound, right? And I said that we want to use 12 to 13 pound turkeys, so that means that you want to brine your turkey for 12 to 13 hours. Now, this next tip is the one that most people probably skip or they don't think about. But the way that you can get nice, crispy skin, golden skin on your turkey is to, after you take it out of the brine, to put it back in the fridge, uncovered, over a baking sheet, and you want to do that for at least about a half an hour per pound. So for a 12 to 13 pound bird, you're looking at about 6 to 8 hours. I've left mine in the fridge for 8 to 10 hours, and usually the longer you leave them in there, the better the skin will be in the end. The next tip that I have for you is to keep it simple when it comes to spices. I just like to use an SPG and a little rub that has some pepper in it. For my birds this year, I am using an AP rub. Elk Creek makes a great one that I've used a bunch. And then you also want to use a rub that's got some nice sweetness and some nice aromatics into it. If you want, I went with the JDQ Barbecue Sweet. It's a rub that I use on chicken in the competition season, and it does really well. Naturally, it's going to be a good fit for turkey too. So we've talked about brining, we've talked about putting it in the fridge, we talked about what rubs you can use. The next tip is to cook your turkey a little hotter than you would, especially if you're cooking it on a grill. Turkeys you can cook at 300 degrees, and it's absolutely perfect because that extra heat is really going to help to set the skin and to break down all that fat so that the skin's enjoyable. And then if you cook your turkey to an internal temperature of 157 degrees in the breast, and I know there's going to be some trolls in the comments already that are telling me that you got to cook it to 165. Yeah, that's what the FDA says. That's going to dry out your turkey. If you cook it to 157, then let it sit on the counter for about 20 minutes, and you're going to be safely in that 165 range from carryover temperature by the time your turkey is done. But I want to wish you guys a very happy Thanksgiving. I want to thank you for supporting Machete Boys Barbecue here on our YouTube adventure. The last tip that I have for you guys is when it comes to slicing your turkey, do not slice it at the table. Do yourself a favor, avoid all of the eyes, avoid all the headache of somebody saying, oh, you're doing that wrong. Just slice it on the cutting board and just create it up with some oranges and some things like that. Make sure that when you're slicing your breast, you're slicing it against the grain and not with the grain. That's going to give you a much more enjoyable bite, and definitely break it down into sections. I'm always here to help, always here to answer your questions if you guys have any. Again, thank you for supporting Machete Boys Barbecue. If you're liking this video and if you'd love to see more Machete Boys Barbecue content, the way that you can do that is by hitting that like and hitting that subscribe button. So be sure you spread the word. This channel is all about building community and sharing what I know about barbecue and learning from each other. And I look forward to interacting with you guys in the comments. Again, happy holidays to you and your family. Until next time, be easy and have a good night.